1,000 years stand as a testament to India's resilience. A millennium since the first attack on the shrine in 1026 to 2026 AD. Somnath, a shrine, a legend, an epitome of religious faith. A battlefield of memory is completing 1,000 years of that devastating raid of Mahmud Ghaznavi, in which he looted almost everything from this imperial shrine. Perched on India's western shore, the Somnath Temple, the first among the 12 holiest most Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva. This shrine has encountered many devastating attacks by vicious marauders, but the temple's first recorded and most devastating attack was the raid in 1026 at the hands of Mahmud of Ghazni, or Ghaznavid. In present day, it is known as Afghanistan. Mahmud launched 17 raids into India, each marked by pillage, slaughter, and ransacking the Hindu and Buddhist temples and religious sites. Somnath, with its legendary riches and immense wealth, became the center of attraction for Mahmud. The contemporary accounts, including those by Persian chroniclers or historians like al-Biruni and Firdausi, describe the slaughter in chilling detail. Mahmud's army besieged the temple for several days, slaughtering over 50,000 defenders. When the gates fell open, the invaders unleashed hell. Idols were smashed to dust, priests and devotees beheaded, and the sanctum sanctorum defiled. The Jyotirlinga was hacked apart. Its fragments were carried to Ghazni as war trophies. Hence the temple was plundered. Enormous wealth was looted. The temple was repaired and became functioning again in 1038 AD. The temple was reconstructed times in the past after repeated destruction by multiple Muslim invaders and rulers, notably starting with an attack by Mahmud of Ghazni in January 1026. Multiple medieval accounts record later attacks. In 725 AD, attacked by the ruler of Sindh. In 1026, Mahmud of Ghazni. In 1299 AD, by Alauddin Khilji, in 1395 by Zafar Khan. In 1706, Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor, infamous for his bigotry, gave the final blow and ordered the temple's complete demolition. The famous Hindu temple be razed to the ground, he ordered. A mosque, the Jama Masjid, was built over the debris, a deliberate insult to Hindu sentiments. Yet, each time Hindus defied their oppressors. Kings like Bhimdev, Khangar, and Ahilyabai Holkar rebuilt Somnath, proving that faith could not be extinguished by the sword. Beyond medieval kings, the temple we see today is the result of immense efforts put in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Historians and archaeologists of the colonial era actively studied the Somnath temple because its ruins showed a historic Hindu temple that was turning into an Islamic mosque. After independence, those ruins were demolished and the present Somnath temple was reconstructed under the leadership and efforts of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and K.M. Munshi. On May 11, 1951, it was inaugurated by India's first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and was let open for all the devotees. It is built in the Maru Gurjara style of Hindu temple architecture. One of the most captivating legends of Somnath is the story of its original Shiva Lingam, believed to be made of magnetic metal, so powerful that it floated in mid-air. Imagine the sight, a sacred symbol defying gravity, suspended between heaven and earth. This isn't just a myth. Ancient texts describe the lingam as a marvel of engineering. The Somnath Mandir is more than a living chronicle of a civilization that refused to kneel, a civilization that rebuilt its temples, not out of hatred, but out of an unshakable belief in dharma. The tyranny may scar the land, but it cannot extinguish the light of faith. Let Somnath remind us to honor the past, protect the present, and forge a future where no sacred space is threatened by the sword. The story of Somnath is one of unyielding defiance after each devastation. Each time the local rulers and devotees resurrected it. The first destruction of the temple took place exactly 1000 years ago in 1026 AD. Yet Somnath today stands in unwavering splendor on the western coast of Gujarat at Prabhas Patan, situated by the shore of the Arabian Sea. History teaches us that belief outlives violence and that power destroys, faith rebuilds.